Podcast starts at 19 seconds.
Welcome to Fit the Description, where various black men come together to talk about life, society, entertainment, culture, news, and whatever else we want to talk about from various black men's perspectives. I'm your host, G, and today we got James.
Yep.
And we got Keith.
Yep.
On your way in, make sure to hit that subscribe button or follow, depending on your platform. Make sure to hit that like button. If you're checking out this podcast on the video platforms, all the links will be down below for all the audio platforms, so make sure to check those out. Also, make sure to check out the Clips channel, Fit the Description Podcast, over there on YouTube. Once again, we have an Instagram. It's opinion_piece_network. I know I say it on every episode. I got to work on it, but it is up. And now with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I mean, hell, even when Tim Duncan has controversy, it was like, was it only the ref? Remember that ref situation?
I mean, Tim Duncan doesn't have as much controversy as Kobe Bryant either.
Oh, well, let me ask you this. Could it also be a thing? It's because you're in LA. Could that also have something to do with it?
Like I said before, if Kobe Bryant would have never been on the Lakers, would he still be Kobe Bryant? Okay. It's just like how I feel. Like half of these kids that don't even know that Michael Jordan's from Brooklyn. They think he's from Chicago.
Yep, that's true.
Brooklyn.
That's true.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a whole generation, if not two, that don't even know where Michael Jordan's from.
Yep.
Kobe Bryant, he's from France, isn't he? Or sorry, originally from Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. But
Philadelphia to Italy. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to know basketball, know fucking basketball. If you're going to come at me knowing about basketball, then, like I said, I'm not saying that LeBron James is the best player, but I integrate him as possibly a number two for what he's done for the game of basketball. Fuck yeah. And then just the longevity. Like, yes, I agree. When you play for fucking 23 seasons, you're bound to break every fucking record. Okay, so what's everybody else like?
Do you think he deserves all the shit that he gets?
He played 21 years and 22 years and not even came close.
Do you think LeBron James deserves all the shit that he gets?
Do I think that? I feel like, or you said, do I feel like he deserves it?
Oh yeah, all the shit that he gets. Okay.
No, it's just like how I feel like I'll put it to you like this. Basketball, yes, just like what's her face? I fucking hate her, but she makes a good point. Like, or not hate her, but Holly Ferrum makes a good point. Basketball is the only sport where it's the hardest comparison to the last generation. It's literally you're comparing. No other sport compares boxing to one person. Nobody says that he's like Muhammad Ali. Yeah. Nobody says that. No, nobody says the up and coming quarterback should be like Tom Brady. Nobody says that. Baseball. Nobody says he should be a next Jackie Robinson or Baby Ruth. Nobody says that. So why the fuck do we do it in basketball? Like I said, if we're talking about iconic brand of just people have killed over Jordans, over the Jordan brand. Famous people have named their kids, gotten patches. I see grown men getting themselves branded with the Jordan brand. Yes, okay, but I see people get branded now with the Kobe logo because he's so-called dead. Yeah. But yes, do I know anybody on this planet with the LJ23 logo? I'll be the first one to tell you, hell no. I don't. But I know 6 people who have the OVO owl come drink. So what the fuck does that tell you at the end of the day? So there's a fucking line in the sand here. There's a that's why I said Michael Jordan to me in my lifetime that would have to be the most iconic person in sports. There's nobody more connected to almost four generations of people. You can't name one person.
Yeah.
You can't. That's why I feel like he holds the GOAT status to me of sports.
Well, also I think it's because the way he won, because nobody has won like Michael Jordan.
And like I said, I'm not denying all of that, but
Yeah.
I'm going based off of everything he's done
Okay.
for
Fair enough.
people. Like I said, Roy Jones Jr. put his whole house in Jordan shit. Everybody he signed to the Jordan brand, all the up and coming stars at the time, all the video games, all the people that wore like we had this conversation. Will Smith wore Jordans in multiple movies. Martin Lawrence, Jerry Seinfeld had a pair of J's in there every episode. That just tells you the iconic level of who can reach not black, white, Jewish, Mexican, every race. Like it's not just black people standing in these lines to buy Jordans. That's my point that I'm trying to make. Like when you think of one of the most iconic superheroes in Spider-Man's Miles Morales, what shoes do you think of? You don't think of any other fucking shoes other than the ones. Like I said, it's iconic.
Yeah.
He's iconic. You can't deny that. And when you think of certain things, you think of Michael Jordan. I feel like it was programmed that way. And yes, I feel like in a way, people are just programmed to hate LeBron. Yes, from day one, was he called the chosen one? Yes, but he's lived up to it since day one. That's my problem with people. I don't care if you hate LeBron. He's done what he's done. I don't give a fuck how many players he's had. I don't care about the championships. He's been a beast since day one. His rookie year until now. No 41-year-old man is catching alley-oops, flying through the air, pulling reverse dunks like he should be. Like it's just not real.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll
So
admit
you think
that.
he's a goat? You think he's a goat because he's an elderly nigga that can't do
I
anything
never
else?
said he's a goat. I'm oh my god, you don't listen.
Wasn't that the initial situation here? Like, who gives a fuck that he's 1,000 years old and he can still fucking shoot a jump shot? Come on, dog. Like,
if you love
that
sports,
just means that
if you love sports like I love sports, you have to respect that. Just like I respect to Kobe Bryant and Mike Jordan, I have to give equal respect to LeBron James for longevity. Longevity
Yep,
means
I
something in sports. It means something. Tom Brady was 42, still winning championships, and nobody talks shit about Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He's a beast. I hate the Patriots. I don't like Tom Brady. But I have to give respect to Tom Brady because he did what he was doing. Still efficient. And when these young assholes like Hamar Jackson and all these other players that people like aren't shit. What the fuck is their excuse?
Yeah, but especially with him being the guy for as long as he has been, yeah. I
exactly.
Yeah.
Longevity means something.
Yeah, because because
longevity means something in football. Longevity means something in football, especially to a quarterback who's getting hit every play. LeBron
NBA
James
too.
is like, you know what?
Dude, these guys
LeBron James is like, I'm gonna take a week off. I'm gonna take 2 weeks off. If Tom Brady did that shit, they wouldn't win, and no one would talk about him.
Okay, we lost Keith, so I'll take this over.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm here. Like I said, football only plays 17 games a season as well. NBA plays 82. So, like I said before, taking a week off after playing 8 months plus. No, that's not
All
even
right,
the
fuck it.
equivalent of
Hey,
the same.
I tell you, well, you're bringing football and basketball together. So I tell you what, let a fucking 350-pound dude who can bench press a fucking house and run a 4.5 hit LeBron James 10 times a day and see if that motherfucker's still gonna be doing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, NBA criteria in the NFL. The only reason why I bring up Tom Brady is because people say the same thing about Tom Brady.
And the thing is, when it comes to particularly basketball, there's nobody who has been like that at that higher level for that long of an age. Now, I may concede with you, James, when it comes to the fact of, yeah, age, because there's a lot of people who played a long time in the NBA that were old and got no playing time, and they played for years, but not like LeBron. LeBron has been playing at a high level even at this point, and that's why I gotta give it to him because this has never really happened before. I think the closest you got was what, Karl Malone.
Nobody, yeah, but nobody gives a fuck. How old was Patrick Ewing?
What, when he retired?
Patrick Ewing was old as fuck, and he was still hooping. So I mean,
Yeah, but not at the level of LeBron James. Nowhere near at the level of LeBron James.
yeah, but again, yes, but it was a different. You guys keep bringing up older players and being like, oh yeah, like this person, but they played in a different league. Yeah, you're gonna see people play longer and longer. You're gonna see people play longer and longer now because the rules keep changing to allow people to play longer and longer.
No, that is not true at all. LeBron James came from an
Bullshit.
era. Nobody in LeBron's era has played as long as he has. In 2003, name me another person that's still in the league out from 2003 or 2004 or 2005 or 2006,
yes,
2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. Name me another person in 7 years that is still in the league.
Because they can't. That's not because they can't. That is not because they can't. These dudes are still playing in leagues. They just don't want to play in the NBA anymore.
Have you heard Carmelo say that he would still play?
Are saying what?
Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, Joakim Noah, Derrick Rose. I mean, I could go on and on about star players that still feel like they can play, but analytics kicked them fucking out the league. And that's their fault because they didn't want to change their game.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, because it didn't matter to them anymore. This motherfucker, it still matters to because he has nothing else to do.
Analytics kicked him. Anthony is a walking 40 piece, but that's all he could do. Analytics destroyed that. They want you to do it. They want you to play positionless basketball. He needs to be able to dribble up and down the court like a Draymond Green or LeBron James. He needs to be able to pass as well. He needs to be able to rebound. He needs to be able to guard Wemby. He needs to be able to then play against Tyrese Maxey.
He needs to be able to do a flip.
Everybody has sat there. Everybody has sat there and shown LeBron James not fucking really doing all that shit.
But that's just the problem. He is doing it. Yes, is he doing it every play? No, because he's fucking 41 years old. Yeah. But he's still
exactly. But if you can't do it, every play, then you probably should fucking wrap it up, dude.
If you're still averaging a triple double a year,
I don't agree with that.
Like I said, all of these guys I just have
if
to
you're
climb.
not playing every fucking, so of course G's gonna fucking agree with that because obviously if you're not playing like an actual player, if you're just playing for your fucking stats now,
no, if you're playing at that high of a level, yes, I will admit LeBron's defense is what it used to be, but he's still playing at a higher level than most of the players in the league. Of course, I'm gonna agree with that. There's a lot of freaking players that bunk compared to LeBron James. LeBron James still could give you something. I agree. He ain't the same. He definitely lost a step. But LeBron is at the level he's playing. Yeah, 110%.
I don't see how he still lost a step. He's still at and a guy is still averaging top 10 in the league over some of the star players that are on teams. That 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 screams just like Tom Brady. And I know I cut out before. Tom Brady, yes, I agree with you. He said he was done. He literally said, I didn't have to be on the Patriots. I proved to y'all that basically I can win on another team. I'm done. But Tom Brady is still playing pickup football. Fucking, he's still playing. He's still getting touched and pushed and hit and all this other shit. Like, yes, is it as impressive as it was before? But he was just in this tag shit and got hit by fucking Hogan Paul, and he still looked damn good.
Yep.
But way better. And oh shit, goddamn. And to the argument about that, the only reason why I keep bringing up Tom Brady is because I defend Tom Brady. I'm not saying that I disagree with Tom Brady. No, I defend Tom Brady because people say the same dog shit about him like how they do about LBJ. I'd be like, okay, there's players in the league. Vince Carter played till what, 40 or 41?
Yeah, 41.
Nowhere near as efficient as LeBron James.
Mm.
He big decline. It's multiple jet. Chase and Terry played till 41 or 42. Like I said, LeBron James has been a starter since day one, putting up averaging more than 23 points a season. He's, like I said, he's still in the top 10 percentile. That means that your league needs to do better.
When you can still lead a team to a playoff win?
Like I said, he just played his heart out in these last 3 games without his 2 star players. He proved, like I said, I'm not saying that proves anything for his legacy, but it does. But it is sad that a 41-year-old man has to come out here and do this just because once he's gone, the fucking league is gonna hurt because nobody is ready to take up that mantle.
Nobody wants to.
And it was Kobe. Like, these guys are so injury prone. Like I said.
Oh my God! You keep saying when the league hurts now because this old fuck sucks.
I disagree with that, but okay. You can't prove to me that LeBron James is the problem while the league is hurting. No. Our league is hurting.
He's the face of the league, right?
If you listen to any sports analytic guy, they will say the same thing. The league is hurting because it's a shooting league. Big men need to go back in the post, and shooters need to shoot. Positionless basketball, Magic Johnson is why her league is hurting. Jerry West is why her league is hurting. It has nothing to do with LeBron James.
This league was nothing before George for Magic.
No. I'm not talking about when he played. I'm talking about when he was the GM and he basically implemented positionless basketball. That's the problem with today's league. This is why you got Draymond Green playing center on defense and fucking point guard on fucking offense. That's the problem with today's league. A lot of guys get overlooked.
Wait a minute. So you can't have the shit both ways. You said analytics pushes everybody out. That's the problem. But now analytics is saying you'll win more games. You shoot like, oh, that's the fucking problem.
No. That doesn't have anything to do with analytics at the end of the day. And like I said, those guys weren't willing to change. Like I said, I'm not.
What are you saying it doesn't? When are you saying it does? Analytics has everything to do with it. If you fucking put a person who can shoot threes and they shoot more threes, you'll obviously make more points, which means you'll win.
Okay,
so we need to have more people shooting.
No. But listen to what you're saying.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, because G got something to say.
Yeah, no. Outside of Golden State, that hasn't even been proven true. I would say it's still defense that still wins. I think defense is still way more
I can
important.
debunk all of this right now. I can debunk all of this. Who just who just won the NBA Finals last year?
One NBA final.
OKC. OKC
OKC, yeah.
won the NBA Finals. What is a majority of shots that Shade shoots? Mid-range jumpers.
Mid-range.
Analytics proves to you that, and the mid-range jumper is still the most effective shot on the court. Threes are not. Dude, like teams are taking 50-something threes and only making 10 of them because at one point in time, they tried to compete with Golden State. He is 100% right. If that's why I hate Steph Curry, because I feel like he ruined the game of basketball. Now, I'm not saying that with Steph Curry is great. It's been proven that Golden State has ruined the game of basketball because so many teams.
You just said Magic Johnson ruined the game.
Huh?
You just said Magic Johnson. Who the fuck is it? Magic Johnson, Golden State. How many other people you gonna put before you put it on the face of this fucking league?
Like I said before, those guys wanted positionless basketball. And that, to me, is a cancer in today's league. But yes, teams try to, well, I mean, okay, saying that Steph Curry ruined the game of basketball is a little overstated. But teams trying to compete with the level of threes that they are shooting at that time and they are winning, which, yes, I reiterated with Steph Curry. Don't get me wrong. God's greatest shooter known to mankind. Nobody's ever going to sit here and argue that shit. Like, he's well deserving, but I feel like it put a microscope under this league to be like, we need to compete, and they could not compete. And they're still trying to do it in a way which I don't like. They're not even a good team anymore, and they haven't been a good team in the last 3 or 4 years. So it's like these GMs are trying to owners, yes. Okay, yes. If you want to say owners and GMs and personnel is the problem, yes. They're trying to make a league that isn't real anymore. Yes, analytics still says that the mid-range shot is still a go-to shot. If you are down, fuck that. If it's tie game and it's 10 seconds left, we see guys still try to shoot a fadeaway three. Instead of going in there shooting a mid-range shot or getting a foul for a layup or a dunk. What in your mind tells you a fadeaway three is the best shot because that's what you've seen from 1 or 2 players, whether it be Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, certain guys like that. You saw those guys hit these shots in a clutch game, in a clutch moment. If this is the beginning of the season and you're trying to hit a shot that is unnecessary, that's where these owners and these GMs need to reiterate to their guys that that's not a realistic shot. But you can't tell these young motherfuckers nothing because of social media influence, all of that. How do these young dudes have control because they put asses in seats? Why do you think Ja is still one of the most popular players in the league? Because he's basically influenced by children. He still has a job because he puts asses in seats. It's not because of him. Well, sorry, that's stupid. Yes, it's because of him. I'm sorry. I don't mean, I'm sorry. What I meant to say, it's not because of his actions, it's because of him. He is a likable person. He puts asses in seats.
But you're sitting here saying that, oh my gosh, all these people want to be these fucking distant shooters now. And you're like, they get so much influence because of, Steph Curry and da-da-da. But you're still like, well, LeBron James, how come nobody gives a fuck about being like the person who you feel is the face that runs the place?
I don't see how. I mean, I don't even know who you're talking about. These guys are kind of doing the same thing that like everything that you said in Miami, every player is doing. taking pictures, dancing in the like. This was before social media. The Miami Heat had a whole dance online
Yep.
of doing TikTok memes and all kind of shit. Every player is doing the whole like he's literally every time he shot the ball, he was the main one who did his whole ritual. Every time he dunked over people, he was a showman. Players are doing the exact same thing that LeBron is doing.
Okay,
What are you
but
about?
did he not? But did he not get that from Nick Van Exel?
Well, you know what?
I
I'm gonna let
mean,
Keith handle that.
I mean,
I don't know about that.
That's my bad. My
take
bad.
me
That's
some
before you had
videos.
time.
Take
That's
me
before
some
you
videos
had
of his
time.
financial being as efficient and doing celebrations consistently that are worth championships and game-winning moments. Then I'll agree with you. But I don't know. I'm not saying that
What does a
celebrations have never been in the league.
celebration have to do with winning a championship? What does
I'm,
a celebration
That's
have
not.
to do shit with winning a championship?
that wasn't my
What was
point.
your
Like, to basically to finish what I was saying, the players in this league, to me, from what I've seen, do not have longevity. LeBron James has never had a serious injury. If I was these guys, I would literally pay him $1 million to see what he does in his body regimen. I can't think of another player that has been unscathed by major injuries to the point of where he is at 41 years old. Yes, can he still get a major injury? Yeah, it's still possible. But there's no other player in the history of basketball that have played this long without having a major injury. The only person that has come close is Carl Malone. But surprisingly, on the Lakers, that fucking knee just gave
Gave
out.
out.
So there has never been a player other than him that has
Yeah.
never had a major injury.
Okay.
And I that playing at
Okay.
that high a level, and like I said earlier, who actually still at this age led her team to a win in the playoffs.
Three
Led.
wins.
Led.
Hold on. Hold on.
Just-
Yeah. Okay. So have you ever known another player at that level with the spotlight on them be able to play hard younger and then taper off as they get older?
I can't even say that he's tapered off. He's literally averaged 23 points.
You've already said.
No,
You've already said
no.
earlier.
I think I'm the one who
he
said.
doesn't run.
I'm the one. I think I'm the one who said
No.
he definitely lost a step.
I
That was
know
me.
it wasn't you. I know it wasn't you because obviously you had no point. It was Keith. He said, yes, homeboy doesn't have to run up and down the court every fucking time.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, no,
blah, blah,
no,
blah.
he doesn't. Okay,
Yeah,
but
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, so hear me out. So Joel Embiid is what 15 years younger than LeBron James. He's saying I'm only going to play every other game. Like it's a lot of players in the league that are younger than him that don't play like that. There's a lot of like that
so what does that have to do with
that I don't want to play.
What the fuck?
I don't want to play.
What does that have to do with anything? You're talking about this person being the best, but he's not. He's slowing down. He's getting old. Everybody can see it. And you're like, well, what? This 15-year-old younger nigga, he doesn't want to fucking do it? Of course, because that's how shitty this league has got under his leadership. No one wants to play.
I feel like the league has gotten shitty because of these young dudes who care more about shit that is off the court than like I said.
But that's always been that way. There's always been younger idiots that cared about this shit better than that.
Not to the point of social media. Social media
yes,
is
exactly.
every sport.
No, social media fucking is what fucking spotlighted LeBron James. So you guys going, think about it, this motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. But it's also what spotlighted that he's not that great of a player. And now it's the thing that you guys are saying, fuck that, give him his credit. It's killing the league. Well, what the fuck is it going to be? Because if it wasn't for social media, he wouldn't have been shit.
What? Fuck
I
no, dude.
say that.
Okay,
His
hold
shit's
on.
on
Fuck
newscast.
Hold on.
no. His
Hold on.
first game,
Hold
what, he
It,
on.
scored 23
Hold on,
points?
Keith.
it
Hold
literally
on,
had
Keith.
nothing to do
Hold
with
on,
social
Keith.
media.
God damn it.
High
God damn
school,
it, Keith.
high
Hold on.
school,
No. Stop.
2001. What was
Hold
peak of
on.
social media
No.
at the time?
Keith, stop. Keith, stop. Me and you have had this argument. I want to hear from this other motherfucker who says he
Okay.
contributed.
Yes. That's why I said no course, because his first game he came out, he scored 23 points. His rookie season, he was a beast.
What does that have to do with shit? His rookie season, he was looked at in high school because social media was getting to be big, and they were
It was.
publicizing
Yeah, but
that he was going to be the next thing.
Yeah, but your argument was social media made LeBron James. Like, no, it didn't. LeBron James was always going to be great.
Bullshit, it did not. Bullshit, because again, everybody else, like I've even told you, if you look at it, regardless if it was fucking Jordan or Kobe or LeBron is the one who's had the social media presence. He was the one that started getting pushed into. That's why he was the best. He was on a shitty team.
Yeah, but if he was shit, he wouldn't have got pushed like that.
23 points. Okay, yes. Nobody said he wasn't a good player, but you guys are trying to push him into the stratosphere.
Because he deserves to be in the stratosphere. He's one of the great players of all time. Now, is he number one? That's a different argument.
Why? You know how many other motherfuckers came out there balling?
At his level, for his longevity, the dude, I mean, I hate to use this argument. If it wasn't for the fact that he lost...
That is not what you're talking... We're not talking about his longevity anymore. We're talking about
I'm bringing up more points.
Social media.
I'm bringing up more points.
No, you're not, because you're starting from bullshit. You're starting from...
Go to longevity, which I agree with. How consistent he's been. He's been averaging over 20. He's been averaging over 20 points his entire career. It has not stopped. Been basically been the guy on every single one of his teams.
Suck at this. Longevity is not what we were just talking about.
I was giving you multiple points.
And that is the main thing. So again, you're celebrating a motherfucker. No, you're not. Because every point you brought up has to do with this motherfucker being ancient.
What, do you think somebody 5 years? I mean, because then at that, in your logic, Gilbert Arenas would be one of the greatest players of all time. And that dude only had a dominant career for what, the first five, 7 seasons of his entire career. Then a knee injury basically took him out. Derrick Rose, if he didn't get injured, what's going down? It would probably be the greatest. With your logic, Derrick Rose would be the greatest point guard of all time.
So how is that possible when LeBron James was around?
I can tell people all the time. There's literally, in this modern day generation, in the last 20 years, there is 3 people that people equivalent with the GOAT status, and that's Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James. And I said it like that because I'm not trying to offend nobody. Whoever you choose in that topic of conversation, I feel like in the last 20 years, but some people look at those 3 guys as the greatest of all time. And I cannot disagree with 2 of those, because from what I've seen, I got to see Jordan and I got to see LeBron James. And I also, yes, got to see Kobe Bryant, but Kobe Bryant, I already witnessed it through Michael Jordan. That's the only reason why he doesn't get that top spot on me. But out of Michael Jordan and LeBron James, those will be the 2 GOATs of all time. Now, whether you pick Michael Jordan, whether you pick LeBron James, it's on you. Some people, like I said, I grew up watching Mike. I was just like everybody else when it came to the world. It was amazing. But my third GOAT of all time is always going to be Shaq. 100%, because Shaq is rules in the league because of Shaq. They had to change the backboard because of Shaq. We got a whole new women's backboard reinforced because of this man, and this man is still out of the league. Like I said, AI is a go because they put in hand checking rules just to stop this man. So it's a lot of guys in the league that I would choose over Kobe. But like I said before, I'm biased when it comes to Kobe. I don't feel like nothing he did was that impressive. Other than that 60-point game as his last game was the most impressive shit. 81 points would be the number two. But I'm a Miami Heat fan. So Bam shattered that shit. I don't give a fuck. What 83 is still 83. I don't give a fuck how you got 83. Still got it. Fuck Kobe. That's another thing that I'm happy that I never have to hear again is that 81-point game. Done. So that's another thing I'm glad I never have to hear because I don't like Kobe Bryant. So, like I said before, I always ask this question to all my friends. The epitome of greatness is always another step forward. It's like Bill Russell won 11 championships,
Mm-hmm.
10 as a player, one as a coach. If that's not greatness at that time, I don't know what is. I don't give a fuck who it was against. Jerry West is the logo. Every time you put on a jersey or every time they put on a jersey or touch a basketball, he's the logo. If that's not good greatness, I don't know what is. Uh, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 6 rings, had the scoring title for years.
A
If
blink
that's
of a
not
shot.
greatness, and he never gets talked about. Kareem never gets talked about. And he was before Kobe, Jordan, and Bron, and he never gets brought up. That dude held the scoring title for what, 30 years?
Mm-hmm.
That was insane. In 6 rings, crazy business. But he never gets brought up. But he's another fellow big man that I respect. But like I said, what do we like? It's just so hard to talk about greatness, but we talk about these 3 guys, if not 2 guys, because the world talks about them. That's why they're great. Nobody's talking about those other fucking assholes. But for the last 20 plus years, it's been a debate between Michael Jordan and LeBron James. And if that's not greatness in its own self right there, fuck everybody else. Like this man has been argued with on national TV. Yes, when it comes to his greatness in high school, they did a whole documentary on him before Netflix and all of this stuff. Sports Center deemed him the greatest. Sports Center deemed him the chosen one because he didn't have that. He did not have that tattoo on the front of that um, ESPN cover. He was only 17, 18 years old. He didn't get that chosen one tattoo until what, his 3rd year in the league, 4th year in the league? He didn't say he was the chosen one. ESPN deemed him the chosen. He didn't say he was the GOAT from day one, but it's been a constant comparison. So I don't blame him on the arrogantness of if you're going to compare me to greatness, fuck it. I'm the greatest of all time then. I don't blame him. I will never sit here and argue that LeBron James is wrong for living up to the hype that the world set for him. And he actually succeeded every year of his career. No other player can say that. No other players can say that they have been good since day one until now. But you just have those LeBron haters saying that, like I'm saying, like he or how people think that I don't see what he's done so wrong. Like I said, the dude's a great dad. Yes, what he got his son in the league. What he might have made some threats to Rob Pelinka and them to say, "Oh well, if you don't get my son here, then I'm gonna leave or hold this place hostage." Okay, what's the difference between a plumber putting his son on for a family business? Doesn't matter. It's not like his son is getting ample minutes a game. It's literally his 2nd or 3rd year in the league.
Hold
He's
on.
still not getting fucking
I
baller
will.
minutes.
You know what? I can actually concede. I mean, if you talk about his son, no, I understand that argument because there's a lot more deserving players out there, and he basically took a spot from a player that probably is more better and more deserving than him. So I can understand.
Yeah, but he was 55th pick though. Do
Yeah.
you truly feel like the and like I said, I'm not saying it like okay, maybe by some long dumb chance at the 55th pick, like the fifth to last pick, name me the name me the five picks after him that are doing anything in it.
No,
Name me the five picks
no, I,
before him
no,
that are doing
I
anything.
agree. I agree. Oh, hello.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
here.
no, I definitely agree that yeah, normally picks that low don't really do much in the league. So that argument I will totally accept. But still, I still believe like it doesn't mean that they don't deserve a chance because there's been plenty of players, even though it's a long shot. I will agree, it's a long shot. But it still gives players who are a lot more deserving a better chance. Like I would have rather him go in the second round. That would have made a lot more sense too. Although there's an argument to state of there's plenty of players like what's called Mount Ginobili. I think even Gilbert Arenas were in the second round became stars. So
Oh, uh, Joker. I could have swore he was the last pick in the NBA.
was he? I'll look it up.
I
I don't
literally
even know.
think he was the last pick of the second round. I think.
I'll look right now. No, he was the 41st pick in the 2004. So he was
Of the second round or first round?
41th. It's in the second round. So he was in the second round.
Okay, so he was the 20th to last pick. So 20 guys.
Is it 20?
He
Hold
wasn't
on,
the first pick.
hold on, wait. I'm just gonna clarify something. Is it 20? Is it 20 round or is it 30 players around?
30 teams.
Okay. So yeah, so it's 30. So yeah, 41. So okay, my fault. Okay, yeah, go ahead. I just couldn't remember.
So there's 60 picks basically.
Yes.
There's 60 picks, and he was the 40th pick.
41st.
So
41st, yes.
41st. So that means that he was the 11th pick of the second round, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's how the math.
Yeah. 11th pick of the second round. And it took him a while to become who he is.
True.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say that some dude didn't deserve his spot that could have been a baller or whatever the case may be. But like I said, maybe if his son was starting and his son is earning his keep. It's not like he's still doing the whole Bay City shit. He he's not even averaging over 7 minutes a game. So it's dudes on the Lakers that are averaging even less than or I'm sorry, more than he is. Like Honey can get it done. We've seen that on the G League team. He's
Yeah.
scoring 30, 40 points in G League. If you give him a chance, he could probably go out there and run circles around his dad. I guarantee it. But it would look sloppy as shit. It
But
would
this is
look sloppy as shit.
but this is the
Uh,
question because how many years? This is his second year, right? This is his second year, right?
yeah, I
Do
think
you
so.
think if it was for LeBron James, he would be in the league right now, or you think he would have been
And
cut?
like I said, I'll put it to you like this: I think it would have been a Shador Sanders move, 100%. I feel like they would have punished him because of who his father is, just like they did Deion Anderson. I
Okay.
feel like it would have been the same shit. I had to sit there and watch uh, Deion Sanderson, who is a great fucking quarterback, but at the same time, because people hate his fucking dad, they they punish her son. That fucking sucks. That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And now, don't get me wrong, it might be because I'm biased and I have a son, and I would lose my mind if I knew the potential of my son. So yes, if I was on a team and I can get you some pulls so you don't have to deal with that heartache to destroy your confidence, fuck yeah, I would do it. Any father would.
But it's always never mind. My fault. That's a different conversation. Yeah, that
Any,
makes sense.
any father would. Any father that grew up like he grew up would. Fucking struggling sleeping in cars, never having a father, knowing how it feels to, you know, to live fucking day to day. Yeah, any father would. If you take everything to account, it's not like LeBron James was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Like he's paid his dues. And like I said, I'm not saying Michael Jordan grew up with both parents, a loving household, all that shit. Like, no offense to Michael Jordan, but his parents weren't struggling. His parents had modern jobs. They grew up in a two-story house. They were fine. He didn't struggle. He went to college, yes, on a baseball scholarship and then switched to basketball. Like, miss me with that bullshit. Kobe Bryant, the same way. His dad was a military man. So it's not like, yes, they have the dog in them and that arrogance, and I will never say that it's not well merited. Yes, I'm glad they have that dog in them, but LeBron James, yes, doesn't have that dog and doesn't have that closer finisher type of mentality. Maybe that's the reason why. Shaq,
I'll
same
be
shit.
honest. I'll be honest with you. That's one of the reasons why I don't put him over Kobe Bryant personally.
But that's why I like Shaq. He came from a household where his dad left his mom high and dry. That's why he's so lovable, likable, big goofball he is today now. Helps people, all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be around a person I like than a person that, yes, I'm not saying that taking a game too damn serious doesn't win championships. It does win championships. It's been proven. If you are a cutthroat, you will get multiple rings. But in a way, we saw that from the Warriors. Well, if you kind of just outshoot everybody, you'll win games too. So it doesn't take you being a complete fucking asshole to win multiple rings. That's my biggest point. So that whole thing about LeBron isn't hard enough. Okay, Steph Curry damn sure ain't hard. What's your excuse for Steph Curry at the end of the day? He's soft as like his nickname is middle school. So, fuck out of here. Like,
good point.
Like I said, people just want to hate somebody. Like I said, I don't hate the player in Kobe Bryant. I just hate the person. The person was a fucking asshole. And I just don't feel like you needed to be that much of an asshole. But I'm wrong. Because he won 5 rings. I don't feel like Jordan. The last dance proved to me that you should never meet your hero. Fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. Great documentary. Loved every second of it. I'm not saying that Scottie Pippen was right. I'm not saying Dennis Rodman has every right to protect George's legacy, because I feel like if it wasn't for him, Dennis Rodman would be dead in a ditch somewhere. So, hey, like I said before, yes, you are 100% right. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant James are the epitome of greatness, dog, fuck everybody, do it yourself type of person. And like I said, I just like my NBA players likable and lovable, I guess. I don't know.
But I also agree with. I also want to say, like, I also agree with you when it comes to Kobe, because that does make sense. That's why I don't think he's getting. He'll get the credit because, like everybody says with Kobe and Jordan, you got Michael Jordan who's 1A, and then they call Kobe 2A or A1 and then B1, and so that's the thing. So that does make sense, because what I'm seeing right now, I don't see Kobe, getting that much legacy, because he, like, people do look at him as a carbon copy of Jordan, or at least as close as you can get.
Well, I mean, I just say at the end of the day, take away the branding. I don't think I've seen all of Air, but I think he was kind of signed to like Converse or Adidas or something. But just take away the Nike brand. Is Michael Jordan still iconic as he is? Yes, a great player, but I feel like his brand is just what makes him. Like, obviously, we'll never know.
Well, let me ask that real quick. I think his brand is the reason why he has longevity and why he has legacy and he'll never be forgotten. But in my personal opinion, at least when it comes to NBA, I want to say it's the way he won his rings is what's more important. But I
I
would
feel
say
like
it's good.
I just feel like people were just afraid of, yes, afraid of him, but afraid of the brand. I feel like that brand at the time was intimidating. I feel like the same with Kobe Bryant when they started that whole Black Mamba mentality. I think that shit got in some people's heads. I feel like 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 uh Muhammad Ali. Nobody talks about when Joe Frazier beat his ass to a bloody pulp, or George Foreman beat his ass to a bloody pulp. But some people let his brand or like how he is get to their heads. I just feel like some players had that psychological warfare, and LeBron James just, yes, I agree with so many people that say it. People are not afraid of him.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's ever wanted that. I can never sit here and say and in fucking interview where he wants people to be afraid of him.
I think he tried it once, and that was his first year in on the Heat, and he lost. Well, I know
I
he's
feel
more trying
like
to be the
that.
villain. I know he's more trying to be the villain.
Oh yeah, for and for sure. Like I
Yeah.
do feel like he tried to be more aggressive, more, but I just still feel like he was that playing guy. Like, yeah, it wasn't until he lost that first year in Miami and was like,
I'm gonna go
okay,
back to
I gotta
me.
bring this dog out. I gotta bring this fucking dog out. I gotta
Well,
bring
I
this six
well he also
285
said
pounds.
I don't know if you remember that, but he also said that's when he went back to be going back to being fun because that first year he was trying to be the villain and aggressive and like it didn't work out for him, and that's why he went back to what, like you said, it did bring out the dog because you heard I'm sure you heard those interviews about how those practices were crazy and were
Oh
super
no,
competitive.
he literally integrates that time period as that Miami LeBron. He
Yeah,
knows what type of shit he was on. I've heard him say in multiple interviews,
yeah.
I can never go back to being that LeBron. So you know what type of person you were. And
Mhm.
like I said, yes, if he's the first person that did the super team thing, no, I hate when people say that shit. Because
Yeah.
Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and KG was a bit of a super team last time I checked.
Well, the issue is, and again,
Shaq,
I will
Shaq,
always say,
Kobe, Carmelo, Gary Payton was a bit of a super team. Shaq, Wade, and Gary Payton that won that year was a bit of a super team.
uh,
Those those were super teams as well because Chris Bosh was never on the level of D Wade and LeBron James. Never gonna say that.
well, here's the difference, and again, I will always say, Kevin Durant was what's the worst one. But the difference is that with Boston and all those other super teams, they all came together at the end of their career, or they were pretty much done, or they were about to be done. Whereas LeBron James basically joined what people would argue is the number two guy in the league in Dwayne Wade, and nobody liked that. They want to see the best go at each other, and that's the reason why LeBron
Oh,
James gets so much shit.
that's fair
But
enough.
yeah, but I will say this though: the difference between and like that to me, Kevin Durant was the worst. Kevin Durant's the one I just cannot, I cannot fuck with. That was the one I can't really forgive. But
And nobody talks shit about him though. You want to
huh?
talk about
People
a
talk shit
player
about Kevin.
that? Well, oh yeah, okay, we do, but people don't talk about him as much as LBJ.
Oh, okay, my bad, my bad.
Durant has been the worst player, who superstar player that has just been absolutely terrible. Like I said, yes, he's a scoring machine, beast of a player. But you want to talk about a villain, asshole, whatever you say about LeBron James, Kevin Durant is 10 times worse.
Yeah,
But nobody, everybody, I don't hear anybody talk about him. I don't hear people talk about Kawhi Leonard, who literally left a team that didn't even have to leave a team because you just won a championship, but you literally threatened the team to get you help when you had Shea Gillis Alexander on the Clippers. Imagine if he would have stayed on the Clippers with Kawhi Leonard at the time.
in
But you say,
fairness,
no, trade him
yeah.
and get me Paul George. What kind of sense does that make?
In fairness to Kawhi, and very, very little. Well, number one, I just want to say this. I do hear a lot more about Kawhi, but probably because I live in California. But in fairness to Kawhi, he did not know what he was going to become. Now, with that being said, the argument is Doc Rivers told him, you may not want to trade him away.
But like I said, he didn't listen. Like I
Of
said,
course
there's
not.
other players in the league that have been detrimental to the NBA going forward than LeBron James.
Oh yeah, I think we had a conversation about the Clippers organization. That's probably I forgot. I'm reminded to see that video. I forgot to send you that video, but there was a video out there. If I find, I'll send it to you. Where basically said the Clippers right now is probably the one single team that's ruining, that's literally themselves ruining the league because of the trades and the decisions that they made. So I
That's
agree.
why. That's why I said at the beginning of this, sports is just dead in general. I feel like everything about sports is not as good as it used to be. That's why I said what I said about sports. Sports is pissing me off to the point of no return because it's looking unfamiliar.
And now, with that being said, I want to thank y'all for coming on here. Definitely appreciate it. I want to thank Keith. I want to thank James. I want to thank Adam. I want to thank Elle for coming on here. Definitely appreciate it. And also, let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see some more guests. You know, we may start bringing a lot more people on. You know, just to start mixing things up a little bit. So if you like what we did, make sure to hit that like button. Now, with that being said, we want to thank y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we will definitely be back on the next podcast. All right, y'all have a good one.